Now let's get into the issue now. The Kwara state government is to set up an investigative committee to look into the harsh beating meted out to some students of an Arabic school in Ganmo, Ifelodun local government area of the state. This is just as one of the parents of the students said that she consented to the beating. Correspondent Ibrahim Alege has details.
It's market day in Ganmo. Ganmo is a neighboring community to Ilorin, the Kwara state capital. This is where the Arabic school, Ifelodun Islami Ganmo, is located. This viral video emanated from the school. In the video, some of their students are seen being harshly beaten on the instruction of the leadership of the school. This has drawn divergent reactions from different quarters. In another video, the authorities of the school justified their action. They claimed that the students attended a birthday party at a club where they drank alcohol in contravention of the Islamic etiquette. When TVC News visited the school, authorities of the Arabic school refused to speak to journalists, claiming that the state government has already intervened. The government has already suspended the principal of the school and is planning to set up an investigative committee on it.
What we are trying to say is to reach a middle ground by ensuring that we work with the Islamic institutions in the state to ensure that we speak to our Muslim teachers to ensure that going forward the kind of discipline that will be meted out to students conform with the idea of Islam, which calls for moderation itself.
The school also claimed that the parents of the students consented to the punishment. One of the parents, Mrs. Bashirat Olanriwaju, confirmed this.
I heard I was also passed through the same Arabic school. I wasn't angry seeing the video because I want her to be well disciplined. And I pray that my daughter and the rest succeed in their study.
This public affairs analyst is of the opinion that the mode of punishment in Arabic schools should change.
So what we need to do is to provide them reorientation so that they can understand that what they are doing, even though it is from a good place, in a good heart, there is better way of doing it. So we should not demonize them. We should instead sensitize them to ensure that what they are doing will cause for reform in the society.
After the suspension of the principal, the vice principal is now in charge of the Arabic school. Ibrahim Alige, TVC News, Ganmo, Kwara State.
All right, joining me now via Zoom to talk more on this is Ajia Saadatu Mudibokau, the Commissioner for Education and Human Capital Development, Kwara State. Ajia, it's good to have you join me this morning on TVC Breakfast.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Nigeria.
Great. Now, you led the government delegation that went to the school after the viral video on the beating of students. Now, talk to us basically, what were some of your findings immediately concerning, especially when the school opened up to the fact that, well, they actually gave the go-ahead for the brutal beating of the students?
Yeah, what I found strange, because I met with the parents of a few of the kids. We met with the girl's dad, and he said that he requested that the school discipline the children, that he also was there when this thing was done. Then I also met with the mother, who said she didn't permit her in the first place to go with the boys to the party, that she had said she shouldn't go out at all, but I mean, the daughter didn't listen to the mom and went for the party. So they were happy that took place in the first place, and I was surprised. I found that strange, and we did speak with the principal of the college, and we let them know that, of course, the government frowns at this. It's a crude, very harsh, and inhumane discipline method. And what exactly we did was immediately to suspend the principal. We told him to step aside, and the government has set up a committee to investigate the incident that happened.
All right, now from some of the reaction we're hearing from people, they talk about the fact that this mode of punishment in many schools has been on. Has the state government gotten any reports regarding issues like this in the past?
Honestly, we have never. We have never. I mean, the world finds this very strange. I have never. I mean, we all attended the madrasa when we were growing up, and it was never like this. That's the truth.
So what is the strategy of the school now to ensure that this doesn't happen again, not just in this school, but other schools around the state?
Okay, I'll tell you one thing. Precisely last week, I held a meeting with the proprietors of most of these madrasas in our state. So the whole idea was to have, we know, of course, they are there, and we have nothing to do than to guide the schools like we do like our normal schools as well. So we held this meeting with them. We have a desk officer in charge of the Arabic and Islamic schools in the Quality Assurance Directorate of my ministry. So, I mean, what this has just told us is going forward, because now that this has happened, we have had a lot of people telling us, oh, normally these things happen in most of this madrasa. But the truth is we have never had a case like this in the ministry. We have never. So we need to, going forward, ensure that the discipline that will be meted on our kids is one that is the 21st century one, not this crude type of punishment for our children.
All right. Now, we understand the investigation that the government is meant to carry out. Is there a time frame by which people expect an outcome?
Yeah, the committee would be working in the shortest time possible. I mean, that's just what we told them. This shouldn't last forever. We already have a few facts. It's just for them to do a lot of fact-finding as well, and also to make recommendations to the Kwara state government.
Now, talk to us basically, because this is coming out, this viral video came out at a very strategic time where just yesterday the world was celebrating the Day of the Girl Child. Now, from your perspective as someone within the education sector who has worked and who is very concerned with the growth of children and development, how disturbing is a video like this, especially when the girl is involved in the beating at a time like this?
Yes, let me not speak as a commissioner of the states now. Let me speak as a mother. You know, I found it so worrisome. I was disturbed myself. And the fact that the mother also was there, seeing this type of thing happening, it's quite worrisome. Yes, yesterday was the International Day of the Girl Child. I resumed with a school, a girls-only school in my state yesterday. That's the Okesunop Junior Secondary School. I was in another girls-only school yesterday at Okioye. That's in Ilorin East. So I was in Ilorin South as well. I went to about 3 different schools just to encourage the kids, to talk to them, to have time to commemorate the special day with them. So it's really disturbing. But yeah, we have learned from this. Like I said earlier, we do have a desk officer. So we'll be meeting more and more with them, with the madrasas, and have some guidance with and training as well. Then also the kids, like the world is aware, have been taken to the hospital just to check that physically and psychologically they are a bit stable. Then of course they will be brought to the ministry as well. We have a guidance and counseling unit. So what they need mostly is the counseling. That's just the truth, yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Commissioner for Education and Human Capital Development, Kwara State, Ajia Saadatu Modibo Kau. Thank you for talking to us on TVC Breakfast.
Thank you so much. Good morning.
Good morning.